What's up, Dragon Brood? It's been a minute since we've played Rabbits here on the channel, and I was looking to see if the recent Spider-Man set, or Omen Pass, if you will, actually had some new pieces that fit. And I think we found a couple that might actually help this deck out to stay near the top of the competitive ranks, if you will, on MTG Arena. So most of this should look like your usual suspects. We're playing a couple of Seasoned Warren Guard, because this is just solid. We do have Paw Patch Recruit still, which is probably the best one drop in the deck. Well, second best one drop in the deck. The best is probably Valley Might Caller, just being able to get larger and trample. But we are going to play a Demi of the Silk Shoots, which this is one of the Spider-Mans, obviously a spectacular Spider-Man, I think. But it does have Flash, which is good. It can give you a Flyer, which this deck doesn't have, really. And it can give your stuff hexproof and indestructibles to save your team from sweepers, which is super awesome. Pollen Shield Hair, this is just a way to have another 2/2. You can also pump something, which is really nice. We have Sheltered by Ghosts, so a way to just remove stuff, obviously. Valley Might Caller, which pumps your team and lets you scry so you get better card quality. A couple of copies of Heritage Reclamation as a way to get stuff out of the graveyards if necessary. Admittedly, I think by the end of the video, we're probably going to replace Pollen Shield Hair with another Reclamation and maybe even up the number of Warren Guards or something, but we'll see. We do have Terran Tusk, which is the Peter Porker. This is another thing. It turns out that rabbits are actually listed on this pile of creature types that this gives +1/+1 to, and you randomly get a food, which is good. Beauregard Mentor, obviously very good. Still getting trample and as a large creature. We have Phineas Ace Archer, which can pump your team and draw cards. Hop to it to get a bunch of tokens at one time. Warren War Leader can pump your team or get you more bodies. And of course, Elspeth, because we're playing white, why not? We can come over the top, right? Matter of fact, I think I'm going to change this. I'm going to go ahead and take out those Pollen Shield Hairs right now. I'm going to add one Beauregard Mentor and probably one Heritage Reclamation. Still leaves us 25 creatures and a little bit of wiggle room if we want to change stuff up later. But yeah, if you've been looking for a little upgrade for your Rabbits deck, maybe this is the list for you. Go ahead and watch a couple of games, and if you feel like it, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you can download this and give a little upgrade for yourself. But also, you might want to just save money buying Magic. I know I do. You can go over and visit our friends at Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on literally all the Magic stuff you can buy over there. So go save some money. For now, though, let's go see if this upgrade makes Rabbits any better. You know what? I had an idea for a last-second change, especially since we have so many things that have trample. What if we said no Warren Guard War Leader and one less hop to it, and we sneak a couple of copies of Ouroboros in there? Because this card, obviously, if it pumps our team with all the tramplers, wherever, we can just end game. So maybe this could be a thing? I don't know. I'm going to put a couple in there. We're going to see what happens. Okie dokie. We're in. Let's go Rabbits. Oh, you're a frog. I totally forgot. And I actually knew that fact. Well, that's a problem. I guess it's still, I would have had to do the same thing, but I would have probably mulliganed the hand, though, had I known. So, yeah, that's a misplay on my part. It should not have been a keep. I mean, good that we have these to get rid of the Leyline of Hope at some point in the future, but that is definitely a mistake on my part. Okay, well, that's a thing that makes this hurt a little bit less, at least. Go here, attack, put counters on the thing. All right. Interesting, playing Excalibur just because we're going to be gaining a lot of life here, I assume. You have a shelter, my friend. Would you like to attack? I would still like to block. They said no. Understandable. I think I'm going to get rid of that, though, so I can just pump the Might Caller and attack here. And then have my choice of what to get rid of. Oh, wait, we can't because we only have one green source. That was a good catch. Well, I think we're going to do it anyway, though. We need to stay aggressive here. Destroy target enchantment. Let's get rid of this. And we get to scry, which is nice. Little added bonus sauce there. I don't feel like we need this. I feel like we're just looking for more fuel. Alright. I mean, if they have another shelter, they have another shelter, so be it. Yep, you have a Sanctifier. And another 1-drop. Jeez. Alright, well. That just undid all that attacking we were doing. Ouroboros, you're close to being the right answer, though. We don't hate that, let me tell you. I think we're just attacking here. Oh, if I'd have waited. That's alright. I probably didn't want that out there anyway. Okay, let's end the turn. You gotta draw a land at some point, right? I mean, like, maybe you don't. I don't know. But it seems like you need to. Alright. I am going to pass. We're going to block this. And then we're going to destroy this. So we take almost nothing, which is great. And then we're going to run this out. And say it's our turn to keep attacking here, friends. Get a card. Oh, nice. Love it. And I don't think they're sweeping the board. So I think we're going to be able to just keep moving things forward. Yeah, it's not going to get you to where you want to be, friends. What is that? 5? Yeah, we can block some of these little ones. Whatever. Yeah, block either of these, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Take 9, 10, 11? Sure. We ain't scared. Pump them more. I'm going to go ahead and just play the Ademi so it gets counters as well and can potentially block. And we're just attacking. Attack, attack. This has Vigilance, so it's absolutely attacking. Actually, if the opponent blocks this, they take 16, 23. So that doesn't really work. This is like the most we can attack with. Unless we end up drawing a creature off this, but we don't know that's going to happen. So that's tough. Oh, wait. We have food to crack, too. That was a little dumb on my part. Totally forgot about that. I could have forced blocks, I guess. Ah, well. We should be okay either way. Alright. I say force blocks, but realistically, if we attack with the Ouroboros, this was a 5/5 at the time. The only benefit, though, is if I let them block, I wouldn't lose Ouroboros, and then after the damage happens, their life total goes below enough that the creatures are no longer pumped, so then they would have lost the Linden. So it still was worth it for me to attack, because if they don't block, they die. They block the best thing, they still lose their creature, and we don't lose anything. So it was a bad no attack with the Ouroboros there. Oh boy, we get to go first, but we can't cast anything, so we're going to mulligan. We will keep this, and I'm actually going to put away that duder. Alright, let's see what happens. I was just about to say, what if this is some life gain deck? And sure enough, here we are. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. Get a little trampler there, which is not bad. I mean, if they play Shelter, we can do the Shelter Your Shelter game, which is stupid, but I'll do it. I mean, it's worth it to get our creature back here, really. Let's go ahead. Shelter the Shelter. And then we will play this just as is. That can stay, I suppose. Yep, and that'll do it. Okay, what do we do? I guess we have to keep this. It's not great, but it's not bad enough to get rid of. Maybe we'll find a 1-mana thing off the top. We did not. We're in for a rough one, folks. Especially with them having turn 1 Scavenger here. They got 2 of them. It's going to be brutal. Yeah. I mean, good news is we do have heritage reclamations and stuff, but I don't know. This is going to be a rough one. This is a matchup where we definitely need one of our, whatever, like 12 1-mana things badly. Yeah, I'm not surprised there's a shelter. That's whatever. We can live with that. Alright, I'm just going to let him go. Without us having a 1-drop, we can't really compete in this fight. Okay, let's keep it. Let's go Warren Guard. A Burrow Guard after this. There's a lot of guards, as it turns out, with the mice. I guess we just go here. I mean, the reality is they'll probably kill something, but that's okay. If they don't, then we're going to go off with Hop to it. So, alright, you get one of them. Though we'll probably still play Paw Patch first. Yeah, I was going to say, they have a kill spell. They almost always do. The opponent opted not to attack there. So let's just put this on Rabbit. And let's play one of these. And this gets +2, right? Alright. I'll trade that if you want to trade. Yeah, it feels like that's a much better trade for us than for them. Great situation, though, when you get to where your opponent doesn't attack and they don't block with their creature. Like, you're loving life when that happens. I'm going to scrap this. While 3/1/1s are nice, I'd rather just have more duders that get us counters. Or there's that. Never mind. Let's go attacking, I guess. I mean, you gotta block sooner or later, I assume. Alright, they go to 11. I'm just gonna play this out. Sure, Ademi, you can come along for the ride. Ademi's a real kick in the pants when you have multiple Paw Patch recruits out, because then if they target something, you still get the target triggers, but then their stuff just doesn't do anything, which is kind of brutal for them. Yeah, we're still attacking, I guess. Question is, do I just attack with everybody, right? Let's say they block this and they take, what's it going to be, 4, 7, 8, 9, and they go to 2? Yeah, y'all get in there. F it. Let's go. We ain't scared. So they'll take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 4, 8. And they go to 3? Yeah, sure. What are they going to do here? Try to get crafty? Oh, they're going to try to kill our Valley Might Caller. Okay, well, we don't get to do our crazy and demi tricks we wanted to do. Actually, hold on. If we... Alright. Those go on the stack. I need to put full control here, because I need to cast this Ademi. Let's put a counter here. Submit 1. And put the other counter here, so it tramples for 1, I guess. And then we're going to... Can I not cast the Ademi? There we go. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, now we resolve stuff. Don't need full control on. And then we'll add this to the stack so stuff gets hexproof. Alright. Cool, that works. Actually, if I'd have put the counter elsewhere, would that have... What was that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could have made it 10. No, they're still at 1 either way. All right. Yeah, a demi came in handy there. But that was exactly as funny the scenario I was talking about, where you still get credit for the +1s, and then you still don't lose anything, which is super awesome. Let's keep it. This is one of those hands that sort of feels like we just kind of know. Go into Might Caller, into Mentor. The only difference is whether we play Valley Quest Caller on 3 or not, if we think we need to play a demi to protect our team or something. Lanawa Elves, welcome. Go attacking. And if they don't play anything here, this is a situation where we might leave a demi up. Okay, they're playing something now anyway, so they're just going for it ahead of time. Playing against black decks, though, you would generally... Ooh, picking up an Arboroid's cool. Generally would like to have the Paw Patch recruits. Could be curious to see... I was going to say, if they kill something, what they kill this turn. What would you like to destroy? But they're not destroying anything here. So I think we just kind of get to go for it with our Arboroid. Feels a little bit gambly, because if they play a sweeper, it sucks, because we would have been able to defend our team, but we can't not do it, you know? We're just in. Let's go. Alright, that'll take care of it. Looks like the Arboroid is a good addition here, so glad I included it. Okay, this is an easy keeper. I don't think there's really much to discuss here. The only... Yeah, we're just going to do this. We don't have a white man. If we had it, maybe I would have played this first with the idea that we could play Paw Patch Recruit on turn 3 if we drew a land, but as is, this is fine. He'll probably try to kill our recruit here anyway. Alright. Oh, they do not have a kill spell. Interesting. Don't hate that. Now we just need to find lands. Back-to-back untapped lands would be what we want. Because we could play Warren Guard into a demi would be great. And then just play Arboroid and end the game. Paw Patch Recruit does cause some problems for your opponent at times, though. Because it's like... You want to remove something, but it's what do you remove, you know? Alright. Don't know what they needed that for, but I felt we want to just keep attacking there with both things, and it's fine. Plus, we didn't draw land. Now, though, if we get an untapped land, obviously we want to hop to it. Big old body, makes sense. Come on, hop to it. No, we did not get it. Well, what's the thing we're going to do here? I guess just this, right? And I don't even think we attack. I think we just wait. Because we're better off being able to move counters than we are just trading for the Mentor. Because they're probably going to have their own shelter by Ghost here. Which will probably just be shelter for a shelter. And then they have to decide if they want to attack and we chump block. It's probably going to be one of those scenarios. Nope, it's a lightning. Which does have first strike. So that's kind of annoying. But we have a shelter for that one too. Alright then. I guess this is where we're at. This is a weird spot to be in. No attacks, I guess. We needed a land badly here. Any step of the way would have been great. Even last turn, if I could have played 2 creatures, or even just played the 1-hop to it, I would have been fine with that, instead of even playing the shelter. I guess I could have double stacked onto 1 Mentor, too, which would have made it harder to shelter away a Deuter. So that's something that should have been worth considering, instead of splitting them up. Alright, so that means you can't block? put a counter here. And this is kind of like an, okay, sure. Ah, I see what we're doing. So now you're going to have first strike. That's fun. And you're going to juice it further, I guess. Sage of the Sky. Wow, they're going for it here. This is kind of cool, actually, on their part. Yeah, we'll just take the 7. Alright. And still did not find the land. Gosh dang it. Alright, we'll at least get this down, so maybe in 2 turns we could double block, give stuff indestructible, you know, that kind of thing. But we may not even be alive at that point. And remember, if we block with something, it does also shrink our burrow guards. So that's a little bit tough. Yeah, you might as well attack with all of it. Shoot. I mean, because I'm kind of forced to block there, realistically. Alright, there's a lightning. And finally a land. Problem is the land too late? So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the Seasoned Warren Guard here. Probably give a Demi flying to block and then sack to protect everything and just see what we can do from there. Because we're probably dead in 2 turns otherwise. I mean, I say that. If we can get what we want, then ultimately we can start attacking with the mentors. But I don't know. That might be an easier said than done kind of situation. Ethereal armor, sure. That doesn't change anything at this point. Sage of the... Now that becomes annoying. They might just still all out attack here. They do. Alright. So. We can give this flying. And we can block here. We can double block here. We lose 2 creatures. These shrink, but then we get rid of this and we get rid of this. Oh, no, because this will be gone, actually. So that doesn't even work. That's tough. That's real tough, actually. I don't know what the best case scenario is here, then. Ugh. This is way more difficult. I wasn't thinking about this dying. I guess I should have just played the hop to it. Alright. We're going to give this flying, I guess. I don't know if I want to block, but this for sure. Let's pass. We'll go to block at least here. Because once I sack this will still be a 5, and we kill that. So that's good. This gets to block one of these. Prevents some life gain. If I put these 2 in front of something, that doesn't do anything. I guess we just put this in front of a thing just to gain the life. And that's probably fine. Sack this. Man, missing a land for so long has really hurt our hand here. Alright, we gained enough to not die there. So that's something. Problem is there's 8 in the air. Let's go ahead and do this. And they have first strike, which doesn't help us. Yeah, we're just behind here. Alright. I don't think we can do anything. I mean, I say that. We take 8, we go to 4, we can chump off some tokens. Alright, let's not attack. Let's see what they draw. Because there is a world where we get Elspeth, and then we just start coming across the top, but we got a long way to get to that. Oh, well, then we're just dead. Alright, it doesn't even matter. I'm going to keep in hopes that we draw a 1-mana thing. We failed miserably. All right, well, I probably just made a more difficult situation for myself since I wasn't willing to mulligan. We'll see, though. I mean, the good news is we're able to cast Ouroboros at some point in the future. May you have an instant and try to play it on my turn. Nope, they're just going to sorcery kill our Phineas, probably. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a thing that happened. Well, crap. Oh, what type of sweepers are you playing? These are blue and white. Oh, you know what? I bet you're playing ill-timed explosions. Alright, I'm just going to attack with just Phineas then. Mostly because I just don't want to set ourselves up, and there's a chance we could still flash this in, get a little value out of the Ouroboros. It's not great, mind you. But I already know, kept kind of a questionable hand, so whatever happens here happens. And it's completely on me, obviously. What you got? Alright, well, then I'm going to assume we're just not getting to keep anything here. And this is just probably bad. I mean, our draw was pretty slow for this type of deck, so we're getting what we had coming. Alright. And then Old-Time Explosion, and we can just concede? Actually, I said, I'll still play it out a little bit, but... Alright, Cavern for... Plant? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's the best we can do. Well, you'll get to discard. You won't be countering an Ouroboros, though. But again, they might just be looking for ill-time explosion or some such. Though I don't know if they have anything large enough without discarding another ill-time explosions. And if that's all it is, then maybe we're okay. Can't play Paw Patch Recruit here, because we need the mana to be able to sacrifice to a Demi. But we'll see. Sure. I will sacrifice this to give ourselves hexproof and indestructible. Because that seems good. And then, yeah. As things stand, I say we just go for it. Let's go... Yeah, I don't think it matters. Let's just do it. No attacks. I mean, if they sweep the board and they get us, they just get us here. I'm willing to accept the punishment. Oh, that's a good sign for us. They do get Generator Treasure here, though, and could still play a land, so we're not out of the woods yet. There are some corner case situations where it could be like ill-timed explosion, discard, Moraine. Oh, Moraine River Regent's only a 6, though, right? Oh, but it would wipe out everything. Yeah, we'd lose everything still. Yep, it's probably what they have here. Gosh dang it. Otherwise, I don't know why you're taking 2 here when you're at 4. If that's the situation. Yeah, they're probably going to wipe out the board. Am I willing to block here? I guess we block, because if we think they're wiping out the board, we might as well save the damage. If we don't think they are, then they still have to stop all this other stuff to not die, right? Oh, so it was a Day of Judgment. Same difference. So it was still a good reason to block there. Put a counter? Oh, you're not the right dude. I don't know how we were even in this, though, to be honest. I think we should have been way worse off. So we're very lucky as far as that goes. Bouncer dude? Sure, I'll crack a food. Why not? Okay, that's something. Alright. I mean, weird builds, but hey, they're taking advantage of our bad draws. They should. This is what should happen in these scenarios. Another Meringue River Regent, sure. Wow, what are we targeting here? Those two things. So we're going to put counter, counter? Counter, counter? Sack the food, I guess? Alright. Well, the good news is they don't seem likely to sweep the board from here. So let's go here. Here. Man, Pop-Pack Recruit continues to still be so silly good. Alright. Let's see what's going down. Another sweeper? They can try to draw into one pretty cheaply with the Winter Night stories. Oh, they had extra Winter Night stories. Oh, you know where I messed up? I should have played the Valley Quest Caller first, and I would have got 2 Scries. Instead of doing it in the order I did it in. That's actually bad. Yeah, I goofed up. Alright, here comes another day of judgment. Oh, split up. Well, that's even worse. Alright, now it's a GG's. Good job. Let's keep it. I think we go here. It's tempting to want to play Paw Patch Recruit first, but if we find another 1-drop, obviously we'd like to play those behind this. Well, that's a thing. Alright, I guess we just do this then. It's not worth it to wait around and just not be aggressive. And with the number of 1-drops we have, we could also have a lot of situations where it's like shelter, then whatever. Yeah, you got it. Seems cool by me. Question is this mono blue? Because I don't think we have a good gauge on if that's true or not yet. Alright. If it is, we know there's going to be counters just hanging out somewhere. Oh, thanks. I needed another mana for my Ouroboros. Fantastic. And we get a counter for our troubles? So good. Love that for us. Get in there. Yeah, this is definitely mono blue at this point. It's just what else is going on here. Kite sail, sure. We already got some of our value out of the Ouroboros, so. But if we find another land, we can try to get rid of the Arsonist. Or Larcenist, I should say. We'll see, though. Might not even bother. Might just play Quest Caller. Especially since we know they're playing unsummons and things. And we can worry about unlocking that later, potentially. Oh, that works out great. Doesn't appear to be a counter or anything. Not that they'd be able to do much for 1 mana. Get them boosts. Get in there, team. I will say, because they can be playing stuff like Aetherize and whatnot that can pick up your board, you do need to be a little careful on future attacks. So with the opponent being low enough next time, we might only attack with either... Probably with just the 2 5/5s. Or potentially larger at that point. Depending on how much mana they leave open, of course. I've not seen a deck like this, though. This is definitely a unique situation to me. Sure. Then I guess we at least try, right? Target this guy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is a great hand, or at least feels great. I might be trying to console myself into believing such things. More islands, huh? Go attack it. I think I'm going to do this first. See if they have... Okay, they didn't have a counter. They might have 3 steps ahead or something. But they're going to have to do something to our creatures pretty quickly here. Oh, Perilous Snare. Sure. You probably get rid of Beauregard Mentor here. But that puts us in an interesting situation. Like, do I want to just get rid of the Perilous Snare? If I do this... No, we're setting ourselves up there. I think we do this first. In the turn. The opponent might snare again. Oh, United Battlefront. Sure, that's a thing. Let's see what they get. Alright. So we're targeting something with that. They're going to make a 3/3. If I unlock this... I'm trying to think what the next turn looks like. And then I hop to it. Is it better for us to keep this as a 3? Because this will only be as big... I'm just thinking I'm missing out on a point if I unlock this one. So I have that guy. That would be a 2/2, then +3. Yeah, I think starting out at a 3 is better. So let's just go ahead and destroy this. Weird bit of math I was trying to sort out there. I think it's a difference of 1 point. But when your opponent's going to have to block or die or whatever, like 1 point actually, well, never mind. That does it too. All that thought for nothing. Alrighty then. Get rid of that. Get to attack for 6. That was nice and easy, I guess. And now we're at Diamond. But yeah, just so everybody knows what I was saying, if this Might Caller went away to the other Perilous Snare, I could kill the other one to get back the Beauregard Mentor, but it would have only been equal to the number of creatures we have. So then it would have just been 2 2/2s. Whereas by just stopping the Perilous Snare from getting rid of the Might Caller, I had a 3/3 and a 2/2 instead. Then if I would have played Hop to it, this goes to being a 6/6. They block with a 3, they go to 1. Maybe it's fine, maybe it's not, but we didn't even have to worry about it, so we got a little bit lucky there anyway. Ooh, that's tempting. I think we're going to mulligan, though. Man, okay. I guess we keep this and get rid of... am I going to get rid of Ouroboros here? That sounds crazy. I'm not going to do that. I mean, still might be right to be honest. It still might be the right choice. Because Phineas pumping a whole team is actually pretty damn good, but... we'll see what happens. Alright, well, Phineas... oh, you did survive, actually. I didn't think you were going to. Well, now, I feel really bad not having that. Would have been great. Okay, let's see what happens. Stock Up's gonna go looking for a sweeper. Actually, opponent's just dead, right? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11? Because these will each get counters from Phineas. I mean, I guess I could play a 1-land bounce spell here. But if they don't, that's just it. Oh no, because they played a land already, right? Yeah. Well, and we had Ouroboros, so I guess it doesn't matter, but... alright. Cool. That works. Yeah, realistically, the only thing I think that would make this significantly better would be when we get the green-white shocklands, right? Just so we can cut out some number of the plains and mountains to smooth the plays out a little bit. But it turns out we drew everything, I think, except for Elspeth at some point, and all the cards were important. We actually used the Heritage Reclamation, actually for destroying artifacts and enchantments, more than we were planning to use it to remove stuff from the graveyard, so that was cool. And we used Ouroboros, got a couple of wins because of that. A Demi was great, actually, multiple times. So yeah, it's hard to complain about this. Yeah, the deck was still 9-4, so still very good. Thumbs up. Like, I don't know why this deck is still good. It feels like it shouldn't be, but a couple of new cards, I guess we'll keep it fighting on top. But yeah, links in the description, all that good stuff. Don't forget to become a member so you can tell us what to put on the channel. And remember to watch this next video because it always helps, and YouTube says you're going to like it anyway. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.